With the phenomenal success of Facebook worldwide, the search is on for the next big thing that captures people's imaginations on the web. One contender could be Pinterest, a cross between a picture-sharing social network and a bookmarking tool. But as it grows in popularity, so have concerns over whether it encourages people to breach copyright. Our technology correspondent Benjamin Cohen has more.
In 19th century Britain, there was a craze for assembling curios and showing them off. But if you wanted to display them to a wide audience, you effectively needed to build your own museum. Sir John Soane collected art and architecture from all around the world that interested him and he thought would inspire others, and he exhibited it right here in his house, which he actually turned into a museum in his lifetime. But perhaps a modern Sir John might instead turn to the internet to share his amazing wealth of knowledge with a much larger audience. Possibly on a service like Pinterest, which is soaring in popularity at a growth rate not seen since the launch of Facebook. The US-based site is a virtual pinboard where users share links and images that they found online, which they categorise.
Cake.
Unlike on Facebook and Twitter, as well as following people, users can follow categories they're interested in. Cat lover and journalist Kate Bevan is an early Pinterest user.
Cat Kate, there's Cat Kate here, because I quite like cats. This is more a place to collect stuff. Things on Facebook or Twitter fall off the radar very quickly. This, I think, is a way of keeping stuff on the radar where you can get at it and point people at it. It's hard to point people at something you posted on Facebook 3 days ago.
So you're curating this stuff, and it may be useful for me, because I might be looking for which photo application to use. But it's also so you remember all these different things that you need when you next install the computer or something. Yeah,
it's kind of a sort of holding place for me as well for stuff that I think is worth sharing.
So it gives you value as well as and there's maybe value for other people.
Yeah.
Pinterest reaches 10 million users per month, and in the US is dominated by women, although in the UK the genders are more evenly split. But here's the age-old question with social websites: how does it make money? Well, Pinterest tried to turn users' links to retail websites into surreptitious advertisements, taking a cut if anyone bought a product after clicking a link, something that outraged users who weren't told. Pinterest used a British company, Skimlinks, to do this for them.
What Pinterest is, and all the other social discovery websites, tend to have much more of a product focus. So people are interested in physical goods or services that you can see and you can hold and you can buy online. So because it's focused on that, there's a lot more purchase intent. So people are intending to buy as a result of that content, as opposed to just, say, a more generic social network like Facebook or Twitter.
But not everyone is happy about Pinterest's success. Many photographers are angry that their work has appeared on the site without them being credited or paid. Pinterest did not reply to our repeated requests for a response. On its website, though, it says it will take down photographs reported to be in breach of copyright, but that's still extra unpaid work for photographers to undertake.
The rights owners here face an enormous Herculean task, because first of all, they've got to find out that their material is being exploited without their consent, and also, to be blunt, without them earning any income. Now that's an enormous exercise, to go trawling on the net to try and find that out. Once that happens, then they're faced with a second practical difficulty. Is the company using their material going to take it down at their request? Now, of course, it may well be that it's already been up there for several weeks, and therefore that company's already made income from it. But let's assume that they take it down, then there's still been unauthorized exploitation, and therefore loss of income.
While behind the pictures in Sir John Soane's museum are hidden gems, in Pinterest's case, behind every image could very well be a legal nightmare.
After the break, all the day's sports news, including a nail-biting League Cup final at Wembley. And
there's a right way to hold an Oscar.
There's a right way to hold an Oscar. Yes, there is a right way to hold the Oscar, and it is as such. Left hand.
How to handle an Oscar, the Mike Myers Guide to Winners ahead of tonight's Hollywood event.
Below the knee.